Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make my pork and shrimp mandu. And you can easily store them in the freezer and pop them out during an emergency or if you're just feeling lazy that day. Let's get started. I have 2 pounds of minced pork and I have about 1.5 pounds of shrimp. You can play around a little bit with it. If you want more shrimp, you can put in more shrimp or vice versa. I have 16 ounces of tofu that I have squeezed out as much juice as possible. I use my milk nut bag to squeeze out any excess juice for almost everything. I love it. We have about 5 to 6 stalks of green onion diced finely. 2 large stalks of chives. I have some dangmyun that I've also diced up. Those are the noodles you use for japchae. If you don't have it, then you can leave this part out, but they are the sweet potato starch noodles. A 4th cup of minced garlic. A 3rd cup of minced ginger. You can use 2 or 3 eggs. I'm going to use 3. I have a little less than half a cup of soy sauce. 1/3 cup of sesame oil. And if you want to make it spicy, you can dice in some serrano peppers, but today I'm going to do some non-spicy ones. Pepper and salt to taste. Now let's get to mixing all your ingredients. You can put on a pair of gloves and just start to mix. It's a little bit faster, or you can use a wooden spoon, whichever you prefer. Now that all my ingredients are well mixed, I'm going to leave it in the fridge and make some mandu with my husband later. If you want the recipe to my kimchi mandu, I will also link it at the end of this video. Also, another tip of mine is I like to use the mandu pi, which is made out of rice flour. It tends to be chewier and I like that nice soft texture. We'll see you in a bit. Now let's get started and get to wrapping. I have my mandu pi here. You can make any shape you want. Also, you can use an egg wash or water. I'm going to just use water and put it on the edges. First, make a simple version. I'm gonna take a scoop, put some in the middle. You can make any different shape you like. I like to make the shapes depending on how I'm going to be cooking it. You can make a simple plain mandu. And I have some parchment paper that I put on some trays to put my mandus on. You can also make a braided version, which I will first do the same as the simple, flat. And you slightly twist up. Twist and fold, twist and fold. And there you have a nice braided version. I'm gonna do some for pan frying, some braided, and some for my mandukguk, all different types of mandus. So I've made about 100 of these mandus in 4 different ways. I'm going to freeze them up and also cook them up fresh. Here we have some braided mandu, one of my favorite ways to make mandu. Mandu that I have clipped here on the edge, and I use those for mandukguk. And I also have the smooth, simple ones that I usually use these for mul mandu. Just boil them in water. Now today we're going to cook our mandus 3 ways. We're going to boil them in water, steam them, and also pan fry them later. I'm going to toss some of our mandus in the water, boiling water. Once they're done, they're going to start to float up. At the same time, I'm also going to use my steamer. I have already put some sesame oil on the bottom so it doesn't stick. I'm going to steam my braided ones. Now we're gonna let that steam and boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, so we're going to pan fry our mandus now. I have put a thin layer of oil on the pan and brought it up to a high heat so that the oil will be hot. I've now taken the heat to a low so we don't burn it. I just want to get that nice crispy. You want to get the nice crispy golden edges. Cook for a few minutes and then we're going to take off the heat.